High actually has a very good chance of redeeming themselves, and this recent Mermaid Tale update that would have released just a couple of days ago is proof of that. So in today's video, I am going to be talking about how the Royale High developers can continue to redeem themselves through the next upcoming updates. Alright, hi, TT here, and today we are going to be talking about how the Royale High developers can finally redeem themselves after so long with the next upcoming updates. Alright, so before the video starts, please make sure to like and subscribe and follow all of my socials. They will be linked in the description. Without further ado, let me get into the video now. So let us start off the video by talking about everything that Royale High has been doing right so far, by talking about, again, the Mermaid Tale update. For anybody that may not know, the Mermaid Tale update basically has you doing a quest to gain a bunch of elemental tails. And after the elemental tails are in your inventory, after you claim anyone, like let's say for example nature or fire or water, you gain access to the mermaid shop. I go into greater detail about the update in my video discussing it. I'll put it on the screen right now, of where I talk about the update and my personal thoughts on it, but I just wanted to talk about specifically what makes this update so unbelievably better than all of the other updates that we would have gotten this year. One thing about this update that I just really love is the repetitiveness of the update. It makes you want to complete everything and get everything in the update for you to feel satisfied, for you to feel completed. Like for example, all of the base mermaid tails that you get from the quest takes approximately 6 hours for you to get all done, and even less if you just speed run it. I know a lot of people know how to speed run that. I think I would take the whole 6 hours. But one of the main reasons why I really love it is because it kind of reminds me of how Campus 3 updates used to roll out. Like, you guys remember the whole elemental power thing where we used to need to level up in the game to unlock a new sparkly star, and that would allow us to go get a new element inside of Royale High. I am so glad that they stuck with that element for this update, because it really does seem very similar to the Campus 3 update, because I remember that there were so many people that were constantly leveling up inside of Campus 3, wanting so bad to get their next power, and that would keep a lot of people inside of the game because they wanted all of the powers inside of the game, and a lot of people just didn't have the diamonds to buy a sparkly star just to go get a new element. This update directly takes that inspiration. It directly makes you want to grind more in the game for you to complete everything and get everything in the game before you finally say, I am satisfied that I have gotten everything. I've gotten every single badge. I can log off now. You know, like, that is the sort of satisfaction that I feel that this update is giving, and that is why I feel like there is so much people on the game right now. The fact that they were able to embody the Campus 3 feel of the update, and the fact that they were just able to make so many people play the game and make so many people look forward to wanting to come onto the game, because the mermaid shop is another example. In the mermaid shop, every single 24 hours at exactly 12 a.m. the shop would reset to something even more valuable than you would have seen yesterday. Like for example, you may have gotten a whole list of mermaid tails, but this day you may get a halo or you may get a toy item. You never know. So a lot of people would be very excited to log on to the next day, and I'm so glad that they were able to embody that, and they were able to make you want to join the game and make you interested in wanting to complete everything in the game. So much so that this morning, as I am recorded this video, there is over 10,000 people concurrently playing the game, and that is honestly such a big number. It may not be a big number to you guys because of course Royale High used to have like over 200,000 people playing at the same time, but this is really big numbers in terms of how far Royale High has fell. And if they keep these type of updates up where they keep bringing you back into the game, I feel like the game will heal. And that is where I will begin to talk about some of the other updates that will definitely 100% solidify that. So as we all know, the Royal Halloween update is coming up very soon. And we do know that for the past couple of weeks that the Royale High devs have been working on the Royal Halloween update. I am so excited excited for the Royal Halloween update because I have been seeing that on Rolly Mons they have been taking assets from the Wickery Cliffs realm and they've just been putting it inside of the Royal Halloween realm. At least that's what I think that they're doing. I don't think that they're making an entirely new Wickery Cliffs, like that would be ridiculous. But I just feel like for the Royal Halloween update, they need to make it so good and so addictive that it makes you want to come back, because this update that we have right now, the Mermaid Tail update, is literally what they have players right now. Like, players come back to the game every single time to see what they have inside of the mermaid shop, or they just need to do the rest of the elemental tails. And I feel like this Royal Halloween season, if they do pull off the Royal Halloween update, that we will see those numbers flourish again. We'll see them rise above 10k, probably even 50k, like who knows, that's just wishful thinking. But that wishful thinking could become a reality if they actually make the update as electrifying and as engaging as they did with the previous updates. Now, I'm not really sure how well the Falling Leaves Festival did last year. I'm pretty sure I would have seen it in the single digits in the thousands last year, because I'm pretty sure not a lot of people joined in, but a lot of people really enjoyed the new breath of fresh air the update basically supplied. And don't get me wrong, I did too. It just really turned me off about the whole candy farming stuff. And I think I've overgrown it now. I'm actually planning to make a video on candy farming in the future, so just look out for that. But yeah, that is how I basically feel about the Royal Halloween update. I feel like they need to make the update as enticing as what Wickery Cliffs was like, because even though Wickery Cliffs would have been released like multiple times over, the update was always filled with hundreds of thousands of people. And even when people were always saying, "I'm so sick of Wickery Cliffs," so many people used to join back inside of the game. Like, people and players used to eat this up, like they used to love it so much. And that is because Wickery Cliffs as a realm has so much things that you can do inside of it. And this update is the exact same thing. You can do so much things inside of this update. And as I said before, this update is very reminiscent of how the getting powers inside of Campus 3 update around 2 years ago used to be like. It's a step-by-step process that you gradually need to grind up to basically reap the rewards of that update. And the same could be said for the Glitterfrost update. I honestly don't even know what they would do for the Glitterfrost update, but of course, bringing out a new set is nice and all, but a new realm, having new stuff to do, like for example Snow Globe Summit, having all of these festivities to do, like going on the sled and sliding down the, I think it's like a little slope thing, skating on the ice rink, going on that little train that used to go around the entirety of Snow Globe Summit. Like, even when you used to rush to the big Christmas tree because Santa would drop all of those presents on the ground and you may get something new. That is what Royale High needs. Royale High needs engagement, and engagement is what the players need. Throughout the entirety of 2024, we have not had a lot of engaging updates. I would say that the entirety of 2024, we have only had a bunch of nothing burger updates, because we have had basically 2 or 3 campuses that are based off of Campus 4, the Alpha 4.2 and now this 4.31. And let's be honest, do we really consider those to be updates? I don't really think so. I wouldn't consider those to be updates. And I would say that the last legitimate update that we would have had was the whole dungeon update. I think that was like 2 years ago. I would consider that to be one of the best Royale High updates ever. Of course, the Falling Leaves Festival existed, but you guys already know how I feel about the Falling Leaves Festival. But as I would have said before, Wickery Cliffs and Snow Globe Summit are engaging realms, and this new Mermaid update was very engaging, and it has you going back to Royale High just to see if you can get your favorite mermaid tail, or to see if you can get a halo from inside the mermaid treasure shop, or just to finish off the rest of your elemental mermaid tails. It's literally one of those updates that has you coming back, and in order for Royale High to flourish, I feel like for these next oncoming updates, they genuinely need to put their foot down and they need to prioritize the engagement and the fun that the Royale High players are going to be having inside of these realms. So that's what I really hope in the future, and I really hope that the Royale High, the developers really have something good in stock for us for the Royale Halloween season, because we already have the Royale Halloween Halo, and I think that we are going to be getting the Royale Halloween update fairly earlier than before, so I really hope that things just turn out to be good. Alright, so yeah, that is all I have to say on today's topic. If you guys have anything to add, please put it down in the comments, and yeah, that is all I have to say on today's video. If you guys like the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and see ya!